Hi, good morning from my home here in Germany on this winter's day in January. I've decided to step out on a ledge this morning, taking a bit of risk in sharing a new poem that came through. Many of you will know that I've been sharing poems in various forms, song poems, written or small spoken videos, and I thought today I just like the immediacy, the rawness of sharing something, and I'm not even properly awake or dressed, I haven't had breakfast yet, but I just have this need to kind of just put this out there. And it's strange because I never sit down and say, now I'm going to write a poem, or now I'm going to write a song. There's always this sense of receiving something, of opening and something coming in, receiving something, and in that kind of creative dance then something is formed, and it's both surrendered and it's curious, and it's very beautiful to engage in that process. So this came through this morning. I often just sit in the morning with my cup of tea, maybe read or write, and meditate, or just be in a state of reflection. And sometimes just like a sentence will come through, and it's like a silver thread, like a stream of inspiration that I grab, and when I pull it through, this whole kind of form, this creative expression comes through. So and I need to write it down immediately, and it's like as soon as it's written down, this whole cascade of inspiration for the rest of the poem just comes and lands on the pages, and it's quite immediate. And sometimes, I don't need to do any editing. Sometimes I need to push a few bits around and scratch a bit out here and there, but I love the immediacy of that. And I also I'm learning just to honor the purity of something that comes through without then going back over and changing and rationalizing. Anyway, so the sentence that came through this morning was, follow the scent of heaven sinking into deep earth. And just this sense of allowing myself to sink in my awareness. So much of our lives are caught, so much kind of lifts us out of our rootedness, our beingness. It's almost like the shock, the fear, and we're in this kind of state. And I was interestingly talking to my brother the other day about singing high notes, and it may seem counterintuitive, but it's really important to get those high notes to soften the body, to sink, to lower your center of gravity, to soften your knees and allow those high notes to rise. And my brother was talking about a technique where the larynx actually stay down on those high notes. They naturally stay down and allow those higher notes to emerge in a way that's more natural and more effortless, but it's almost counterintuitive to begin with. So, and you kind of untangling all these kind of conditioned kind of patterns. So that's the invitation in this poem, is that sense of sinking, resting into a deeper ground that's rooted, that's able to hold. And the heaven is the awareness, the light of awareness that we can be with here in that moment. Here's the poem. Follow the scent of heaven sinking into deep earth, keen, curious, yet surrendered. Your awareness like a stone gently sinking through the living ocean of your being. The stone you let go of in your intention to be here, the stone that is your heaven, now smiling in the deep earth of your belonging. Follow the scent. Follow the scent of life finding itself, recognizing wholeness in a quiet, surrendered embrace of all that is. A quiet, surrendered embrace of all that is. Thank you for sharing in this creative inspiration this morning. Yeah, it takes a little bit of courage for me to put myself out there in this way, but there's so much out there in the world, and I just feel it's important to weave into that creative inspiration and aspects that can help us remember the deep value, the essential value of life, and the deep connection to earth, life, and all that is sacred. I love you, friends. Blessings. Bye for now.